My married lover's wife wants me to marry her husband with the condition that we all become lovers, meaning that the three of us will be in a relationship. Hi, my name is Mima. From what I do as a marriage counselor and a relationship coach, I come across a lot of different interesting and heart-wrenching stories. And I'm doing this series to share some of these stories with you after getting express permission from those it happened to. Of course, we will withhold their names for, just to protect their identity. Now, our story today is about a young lady that came to me with this problem. Okay, so let's call her Medina, and let's call her married lover Mr. Paul, and let's call his wife Margaret. Okay, now Mr. Paul had been dating or going out with Medina for some time. It was initially a secret from his wife. She didn't know. Eventually she found out. There was a lot of back and forth between them for a couple of years. At some point the wife was angry, she was jealous, all the regular emotions. And according to Mr. Paul, he had even tried to break up with Medina so that there can be peace in his home, but somehow they keep coming back to each other, and he loves his wife, but he cannot explain the fact that he also loves his side chick. So this put all of them in a difficult situation. And so one day, after a lot had happened, one day Mr. Paul's wife, Margaret, shows up at the door of Medina. That's her husband's side chick. And she came with a proposal. Now, initially, Medina was scared. What's this woman doing here? Has she come to beat me up? Has she come to fight me? And she's like, well, I've come to see you. I'm not here to fight you or anything. I just want to have a conversation with you. I have an offer I want to put on the table for you to consider. And trust me, I haven't even spoken to my husband about this. I want to talk to you first. If it is okay, I can then discuss it with my husband. Okay, so she let her in and they sat down to talk. Now, to her shocking dismay, this lady goes ahead to make her a proposal. Okay, I know you've had a thing with my husband for some time, and I know he has feelings for you. I love him very dearly. He's my soulmate. I don't intend to ever leave him, no matter what. And because I love him, I want to make a big sacrifice to guarantee his happiness. For me, I don't mind polygamy. I know what that means. My own father had a second wife, and yes, it was rough, but hey, if there's an agreement, especially from the first wife, I believe that it may work out. So I'm saying to you, my husband's side chick, would you consider marrying my husband with my permission? Of course. But there'll be certain conditions, because the tendency is there for his attention to shift completely from me to you. And so to ensure that that doesn't happen, the three of us will have to be lovers. The three of us will share a bed. Everything has to be together. The three of us will make trips together. The three of us will eat together. The three of us will do everything together like a couple should do. If you can agree to this condition, I'll be more than happy to welcome you. I will even be responsible for helping you plan the wedding and everything. My husband is financially stable enough to cater for both of us. So Would you be willing to consider my offer? That was her first condition. The second condition was, of course, to have some tests done, for STDs and all that, to make sure that this young lady was clean. There's no STDs, no hidden issues at all. And the third condition was that she was not going to have any child for her husband in the first 2 years. This is because the first wife wants to finish having her own children before the second, or the supposed second wife starts having her own children. These were her conditions. After a little bit of back and forth, Medina tried to ask her, "Madam, are you sure? Do you know what you are saying? Is this a trap? I know you're not, this doesn't sound normal. Please, I don't mean any trouble. I just love him, and he loves me, and really, it wasn't intentional to hurt you or anything." And she's like, oh no. Love is not selfish. I know what my husband wants, and I'm just simply giving it to him. I want him to be happy. I want him to be in one place instead of sleeping around with numerous side chicks. I would assume that, okay, with me and you together, it will go a long way to curb his excesses when it comes to women. This was her proposal when she came to us for counsel. Now we invited Mr. Paul, we invited his wife, we invited the side chick to have a roundtable discussion about this. Now Mr. Paul himself was very afraid. Yes, he knows that his wife can be liberal. She's the kind of person that, doesn't judge people. She's just on her own lane, and she's well exposed, well traveled. Maybe that's contributing, but he never expected that she would encourage this type of thing. He was scared. Is she trying to kill me? Is she trying to, set me up? What's going on here that he doesn't know? And when we questioned his wife, she explained her own thinking and what brought her to this place, which was, of course, what we had listed before. And she also added that she had committed herself to this man for life, and nothing is going to separate her from him. And that having come from a rough background, she's determined to ensure that her own children find stability. Besides, there's joy in sharing. Hey, as long as the two women are treated fairly, as long as the man will learn from experienced people how to manage both of them, as long as there's an oath between the two wives, and the oath is that two of them will never do anything spiritual against their husband, against each other, or against each other's children. These were her additional conditions and reasons. Now, after talking with them back and forth, well, Medina didn't mind. Of course, she is from a polygamous home. She's Muslim. So polygamy wasn't something that would scare her. Of course, Mr. Paul was a Christian, and so, there was a little problem there getting Medina's family to agree to this whole funny arrangement. But eventually, the three of them decided that this is what they want to do. Well, you don't tell people how to live their lives, even though it was strange to us. We gave the best counsel we could. We made sure that everybody in the arrangement understood in clear terms what they were getting into, the full implications, the risks involved. And so today, I can tell you that they are all happily married. From time to time, we check on our clients to know how they are doing. And so far, the reports have been very good. Some people have said that this is only temporal, problems will come later. We don't know. But for now, they are living well. Everybody is happy. Mr. Paul, his wife, the new wife, everybody is fine. If the new wife even helps the first wife cater for the kids, they all live happily in one house as one family. All right, that brings us to the end of our story. Lessons that we should learn from this. A lot of times we bury our traditions and culture, and we become less of who we are just to please the modern society. Our culture permits polygamy. The only problem is that you do not go into a monogamous relationship from the beginning and then later on you change and say, oh, I want another woman. No, you make it clear from the beginning, this is what I want. I'm a man that's going to be with more than one wife. I can afford it, and so why not? You make it clear there's an agreement between you and the first wife. And hey, everybody's happy. It's not necessarily a bad thing if there's an agreement, if it works for them, and if you're all open and honest about each other. Again, let's not condemn people for their decisions as long as it makes them happy and it doesn't hurt other people and it doesn't go against anything that they believe in. Then hey, you need to let them be and respect their choices. Please share, please like, please follow. The more people get these messages, the better, so that when they are faced with situations like this, they know what to do, or at least they understand that, okay, it's not just me. These things are happening to other people. I hope to catch you soon. Take care.